good morning. I thought the flag was going to fly then, and I did think better of actually doing an American accent as well. So, Monday morning, about 7:30, in the mighty Norman's machine, just for the day. It's a nice bit of mirrorless, and I'm loading one of these half things, which is something to do with groundwater and sewage or something like that anyway. Something amazingly technical. So it's going down to Aylesbury, Aston Clinton to be precise, and nice old scimitar over there, and then that'll be empty back to here. Empty back to here for a collection for Grimsby for someone else tomorrow, because I'm not working here tomorrow. I'm working for Lombard Shipping tomorrow, and out of Ipswich, so I'll be in a Merc in an Arctic. Might be mirrorless, might not. Obviously this one's mirrorless, as we have discussed before. So Tuesday, Wednesday with them, and then Thursday definitely a mirrorless Merc, because I'm working for my mate Jeremy Pod. Excuse me. So covering for him for a day, so I'll finally get to try a mirrorless Merc. Still haven't shifted this blooming there's a cough and throat mostly from a few weeks ago, and Sam's still suffering. Sort of just keeps coming back. Every time I think it's gone, like Saturday I woke up, my throat felt fine, and then yesterday morning I woke up and it was painful again and coughing, and it's just a real pain in the backside. So there we go. So I'm just taking the opportunity as well just to get a few updates on the sat nav, because it said there's about 43 or something ridiculous. So I was told to be here for 7:30, and I've just wandered in. The chap said, "Ah, we start at 8," but I'm sure I've loaded here before earlier than that. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. So we shall see how today goes, and I know I've definitely filmed going into there before, so I'm going to get this load on and then get the Mar Hubbard's snack van on the A140 and have me breakfast, and then plod down, I guess, the A12 around the M25. So it should be a fairly simple day anyway. So I'll put this on charge, because it seems to lose charge even when it's not on, and see how the day goes. So now we're gonna come into the small town of Eye in a moment. It's a real pain in the backside in the truck, but it's by far and away the shortest way from Horham out to the A140. Otherwise you've got to go around quite a long way. Cool. Wish you hadn't done that right at the crest of the bridge. That's cool. Right me yerks. Flipping heck. To Archive now. God. It's a little bit easier in a bulker because they take up a little less space. Just got to kind of hope and pray you get it at the right time. I'm kind of just ahead of the school rush, I hope. Although it shouldn't affect me too badly, because I believe the schools are the other side of the weight limit. We're now going to turn right, and this is a pain. That's right, that road closure doesn't affect me. place where you do not want to meet a truck. It's got to turn left here. There's a car coming around, so I need that side of the road. It's the handy thing with this time of year, you kind of see headlights in windows. Wasn't too bad. That's when you meet a truck coming this way. The thing is, there's a big poultry place on the right here. That wasn't so bad. Quite lucky. Now it's a simple, in inverted commas, run out to the A140. Do a left and off we go. Well, that's me tipped. Nice and quick. Got here, curtains open, toilet, get a free coffee. By the time I'd done that, forklift was coming around. What was it? Free lifts. Job done. Nice easy run this is. I like it. Nice easy day. So now I'm going to pop back out to a lay-by and have for half an hour before I start heading back, which will then hopefully give me enough time to get back, get the load on and back to the yard. Should be fairly simple really, because I've only done 3.5 hours today. So unless I get massively held up. Just film this bridge again, just still seems quite comical. I spoke to my mate Tom who works on here, and he said when he first came down here he looked at it and thought, nah, this isn't right. But no, it is very right. Come on. Oh, would you? Now, yeah, very civilised. So, I probably shan't do much more filming today because it's all kind of been covered before. And then just yeah, see what tomorrow brings. I mean, the last 2 days I did last week was just palletways work, which is I think the majority of their stuff, like palletways and UPN or someone like that. So just all local stuff around Ipswich and the local area, so it'll just be more of the same I expect. I doubt there'll be any distance involved, so it took me like longer to get to work and then home again than what I actually did driving in the truck. Mouldy old day. And it's now Tuesday. Just setting off. Off to Elmset, which I've not been been to before. I'm actually in a rigid today. I thought it was going to be an Arctic. That don't matter. Several drops and then on to Hadley, which is not far away, for a couple and a collection. It's Mr. Marsh parked up. Come on. So I think my easiest way is excuse me, get back on the 14 down a cop dot and then head off towards Hadley and then come off and go around that way, which avoids weight limits. Yeah, it should be a nice enjoyable day, hopefully. Hopefully the weather will improve. That'll be even better. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I can't let the can't let the Merc stop. Right. So this is the main Hadley road. Got to a right in a minute. From here somewhere. Into uncharted territory. Not for me anyway. I think so. The dip there, I think turn right at the bottom there. Well, what a start. This is Elmset airfield. Got down here. I've been told, yeah, they got forklifts down there. This company have managed to borrow one, and I think the one company that potentially have got a forklift, there's nobody there. So very kindly, the chap who normally gets a tail lift delivery borrowed a forklift. He unloaded the stuff for the guy that's not there, so we left that. He unloaded his stuff. I walked a drum down to a plane restoration company, and he also very kindly dropped my first drop off the top of some other pallets, because it's a tail lift at a private house that I'm now going back to, because when I got there I thought, well, there's no chance I'm going to get this off. So I'm now on my way back to the house to drop that off, then into Hadley for 2 drops in the collection, and then give him a ring. It's almost 10 o'clock now, and the sun's just peeking through, and hopefully burn some of this mist off. I'm definitely glad I'm not in the Arctic coming down here. Mind you, I would with a bulker, I guess, but that would have been a real pain turning around in there and whatnot. Was it this one? Yeah, the visibility is definitely getting better, at least. Oh God, blooming cough. Right, so we turn just here. The problem is I'm going to block the whole road do my delivery, but there we go, it's can't be helped. It's all set up and poised, ready to go at least. So I just drop the tail lift, straight on, straight off, and off we go. They're going to improve the roads around here. They're putting a whole load of houses in, because it's all like this to get anywhere. All good fun. Doing a house delivery. Oh, he is. Oh, no. Right. This one here. after all the excitement of that house delivery. got in a Hadley on the industrial estate. 2 drops, 2 collections all done, plus breakfast and Popmaster. I'm just now on my way to Hadley Castings for 1 more collection, and then it'll be back to the yard, and then for another run this afternoon. Gets a bit small down here if I remember rightly, but there's not really another way around. Lovely little town though, Hadley. Excuse me. God, flipping cough. Well, how much room do you need? Friend of mine has a coffee van down here somewhere on one day of the week. Can't remember where exactly. They have a market on, I think. It's just to the right there. Yeah, marketplace. Just not today anyway. You gonna wait? You are gonna wait. Well, very good morning from Kenninghall on a Thursday, and finally in the mirrorless Merc. And this is mission control, as they, well, as I call it. So this is probably all old hat really, because it's 4 years old now, but it's the first time I've driven the Arctic version, and it's all very everything's touchscreen. So you know, I can lift the axle. PTO doesn't work on here because it's on the switch, but you know, doing the interior lights, you just sort of slide them across, let the turn the lights on and off, and turn the actual headlights on. It's got sat nav, that's my phone connection, temperature. It's all, yeah, it's all pretty clever really. And also, if you'll notice, when you set the cruise control, because the truck's got the sat nav all linked in, it knows where it is and it knows the speed limits, and it also knows the roads to a degree. I'll try and film it the next time because I'm coming back here. When you come out of Dis, excuse me, blooming cough, I still can't get rid of it. When you come out of Dis through the next village, can't think what it's called, you then get into a 50-mile-an-hour limit, and the road bends round to the right, around the left, and if you just normally put cruise control on, the truck would go flying towards it, but this, it just sort of crept it up and even slowed it down for the sharp right hand bend, which is pretty impressive. So it really does drive itself. It's quite a bit of kit really. So I'll try and get some filming, just sort of an example if I can today, and just see how the day goes. But this will be my last day this week. I'm in the classroom tomorrow, so Staveleys are now finished tipping, so once he's weighed out I can get on the bridge and get on the pit and get my first load off. So I'll talk to you on the other side of the camera. So I'm just trundling along. It's national speed limits are 50 for a truck, which is what the truck's doing. But because I've got cars in front, I don't know if it's just keeping my distance or not at the moment. I was kind of hoping these would get a move on and get out of my way. Just going through Bressingham at the moment. On the way back towards Diss. There's roadworks in Diss recently, which were an absolute nightmare. Thankfully they're gone. There's a little mini roundabout by the Shell garage if you ever go through Diss. They've now changed it to a set of traffic lights, which will probably help traffic congestion, because getting through Diss is an absolute nightmare. Right, I'm never going to get to demonstrate this, unfortunately. That's a shame. But, you know, I'm just not touching the pedals. The truck's doing all this by itself. And it's telling me as well on the... No, it's not. Ignore that bit. But we're coming up towards the S-bends I was talking about that it slowed itself down for. So I'm just going to see what it does. And try not to override it and brake, which I might have to. Just out of fear and knowing what might be around the corner, sort of thing, because I can see, the truck can't see, and it can't see if there's another truck coming. So here we go. But it's up on the dashboard, you know, like left-hand turn in 158 yards. Oh, typical. It's going to slow it right down for that. Will it get going? Very slowly. There you go, still haven't touched the pedals. That's in economy mode as well, so it's it's not going to roar off. But we're coming up into a 30 in a minute, which is showing on the dashboard, so it knows it. It's got up to 35, 36, and now it's slowing itself down to bang on 30. Roydon, that's the village name. I should know that, the amount of times I've been through here, but there you go, all blends into one, doesn't it? So, there we go, that's a pretty rubbish demonstration. I'll see if I can do one when I'm loaded. Just a little run back to Dennington now. Not quite sure what it sensed there. The runners maybe, I guess, because they're close to the road. Yeah, Dennington. Biggest problem is there's no snack van between here and Dennington. What am I going to do for my food? If I'd been prepared, I could have gone and got something last night from the shop, but I'm not prepared. There is a BP garage at Diss now, so always got that option. If I'm such a fat git, I wouldn't think about me cut. So into a 40. Pick up in a second, there we go. Off it goes. Casually, because it's in economy mode. Pretty impressive, I think, and no doubt I'm not aware that them daffs I drive for Normans do this, but maybe it's to do with the spec of the truck. I'm not sure. I have to try and find out, but this is how it's all heading, without a doubt. The third load is on for the day. Whoa, bloomin' heck. Little snack van in there. Never mind, wish I'd known. Hey-ho. Anyway, yeah, third load is on for Hoxton, which isn't very far. And it's I've loaded sugar beet from down that way. Only problem is the road is shut, so the easy way to get there I can't go, so I've got to go a long way, which isn't the end of the world. And then I'm going to have to break their rules, because it says when you leave there when I'm done, you're supposed to turn left only out of there. Well, there's no point doing that if the road's shut. So I have to be a renegade without realising it. I just noticed that old pillbox there. I thought I'd start the camera roll. It's probably a bit premature, because I did notice along here Monday, waiting for Norman's coming through, there's a Nissan Micra in the hedge. It's the top bit of parking, and it's still there. So I've been past it twice today, I think it is. I thought, ooh, I'll get him in that camp way. Ooh, well, I'll get that on film. Probably really building this up to something that's really, really mundane now. And I just suddenly thought about it again. Thought, ah, right, I'll start my camera, and I've kind of started talking, and then realised I've started it way too early. So I thought I'll fill it in with a bit of talk, and I'm fast running out of things to say. But I can't be bothered to stop it and start it, because I'll probably miss it. But the good thing about editing I'll edit all them bits out. The good bit about being able to edit your video is you can edit out nonsense like that. Oh, blimey. I might finally get to where I'm talking about. You've got the three smiley faces there. There's the Micra. And on the left is where Rattle Rose park a couple of their trucks. And there's a very sorry looking Nissan Micra. I learned to drive on one of them. And no, that wasn't me when I was learning to drive. Anyway, let's get down mill. Right, that's load number 3 tipped. So just do a little wiggle back through. I was hoping to get one more into here, but they're rammed today, so they don't want any more, which is a load for tomorrow anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So instead I'm going to take one back to Kenninghall, where I went this morning instead, because it's only 2 o'clock, so I've got enough time to get one more load in for the day. And when I last tipped to Kenninghall, the lady on the bridge said, oh, if you've got any for tomorrow, bring them in. So it's kind of worked out quite well, really. I'll give old Jem a bit more of a leisurely day on a Friday, and who doesn't like that, eh? Well, I suppose scrab asses don't like it. As my other mate Jerry, Mr. Hunt, no doubt he'll be watching this on a Friday night out somewhere with his fridge. All right, Jem. About time you called me a tight bugger. Oh dear, bless him. Oh dear, so that's not too far back to the farm, luckily, from this one. So this is Hoxton, which is a lovely little village. mirrorless reversing takes a bit of getting used to, and there's been more than one occasion where I've gone to open the window to reverse, and I can't quite figure out why I do it, or have done it, in all honesty. Perhaps I've gone to clean the mirror, I don't know, but kind of gone to open the window and thought, what am I doing? There's no point. But the tracking backwards, I'll see if I can just film it when I get to the farm, because I'm basically blindsiding it round to almost a 90-degree angle for loading. I'll try and film that, and you can see in the mirror what I can sort of see in the camera and what a difference it makes. The chap on the farm said he's had this cough, same as me, for not long now, not as long as me I don't think, but I think several of them there have sort of come down with it. Excuse me. And I heard today the straw truck is fixed, so hopefully that'll be back on soon, although I'm stacked out for March already, which is good. Just need to sort of hobble through February. You come up here, come up here. I've got a couple of days next week, which is better than nothing, and I've got an appointment to talk to the publisher as well, which is great. So I don't mind having a shorter week, and I'm going diving, but it's basically in the UK or anywhere cooler or cold, you dive in a dry suit. And now Paddy have decided, I think there's been an accident in America, so as an instructor I need the speciality of dry suit instructor as well. So I'm just going to go and jump in next Friday and do like the open water parts of that, just so I can get myself certified, so I can teach people in dry suits, if that makes sense. So it's just another hoop to jump through sort of thing. So and then we're kind of into March at that point. So this is the main road back to Stradbroke. This corner's not ideal. It's definitely greasy about today. So yeah, this just runs me back into Stradders. So I'll turn this off, and I'll try and film my reversing manoeuvre. Right, so as you can see, the picture changes. There we go, come on. See how well I can so the window open so I can hear him beep. Might be coming in a bit tight here. That's a bit tight to the building. Ah. I reckon hopefully that'll be all right. So just give you a close-up of the mirror. Obviously that's the wide angle, and that's what I can see from my driver's seat. So obviously the conventional wide angle. And that's what I can see from here, so I can see all the way down the back of the trailer, which is pretty damn impressive. And then that's the view from this side of just him loading up. So yeah, pretty impressive, I think. So as you can see, just reverse down here, up onto here. It's a smart old truck when it's clean. So it's a bit of a job to get there. There'll be 6 buckets on the front and then chuck the rest in the back. So we'll see how close I am to the building. Pretty tight. In goes another load of wheat. Lovely. So anyway, I'm going to sign this one off for now, because that's my week done really, just this run out. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see what the next sort of couple of weeks bring.